Hi everyone, welcome back to another QBO Tips. Last week I showed you how to reclassify all of your transactions quickly and efficiently. This week I'm all about more change. Yes, Intuit continues to make changes, and this time, in their infinite wisdom, they are altering how you navigate around QBO. Why? Well, apparently it was confusing to some people and they didn't like all the options on the navigation bar. And with this change, I'm not really sure they're helping to fix it. Now, this is rolling out to current users, but new users may already be seeing these changes, though I guess they wouldn't really know that there's been a change. So, let's jump into our slides. Did you know that QuickBooks Online has multiple views? It's had this for a while now. There's an accountant view and a business view. Basically, business view was trying to use the less technical language to help business owners navigate more easily. You can switch by going to the gear icon, and down at the bottom right here, you have a button to switch views. And it's this business view that Intuit is changing. The current view is a very long menu, depending on what version you have and options you're working with. And there are some basic groupings like sales or expenses. Notably for me, the banking or transactions section is near the top. This is where the activity from connected bank and credit cards are accessed for you to easily categorize, which is a main feature of QBO. In trying to have a shorter, cleaner navigation bar, Intuit has basically made a tiered menu. You have your sections, and then the actual places to navigate are within these sections. And the main menu will collapse when entering into one of those main areas, such as bookkeeping. Now, let's review those menus. We have the Get Things Done menu. This will bring you to the classic menu with icons for actions like you would see in desktop. And admittedly, I never use this. Either in QBO or desktop, I never use it. The business overview houses review and planning features, including cash flow, the reports and performance centers, projects, and budgets. Banking. This section is really just here for Intuit to sell you on its banking products. The sales and expenses is your AR and AP management all in one menu. On the old view, the accounts receivable and accounts payable were split up into separate sales and expenses sections. Commerce is, again, another selling point for Intuit's products. They want to sell you on QuickBooks Commerce. Payroll's pretty straightforward. It will help you manage employees and your independent contractors. And down at the bottom, they also have a place where they can sell you workers' comp insurance. So sales is a prominent feature here, as we're seeing. The bookkeeping menu is where all of your actual bookkeeping gets done. These are all transactional related things. This is where you're going to see the transactions feeds, also known as the bank feeds is what I call them. And it will also have the related tools like it had before with app transactions and receipts. You'll also find bank rules to manage those, chart of accounts to manage those. You can manage your tags here, and you can access your reconciliations. The next menu is taxes, and this is payroll and sales tax. They do note income tax here, but I would assume this is only for people who are integrating with TurboTax or ProConnect Tax, and I'm not sure many people do. Apps is pretty straightforward, but one of the main things here I would like to note is that your mileage is here. So if you're recording and tracking mileage in QuickBooks Online, you would do this under the Apps section. Now this is new, so maybe I'm just an old accountant who's resistant to change, but taking the most used tools and moving them down out of the way just seems a bit odd to me. as does using the banking and commerce sections just to sell more stuff. That's not efficient. It's probably good from a sales standpoint, but for me, I would prefer to be efficient in my books. And also, I can no longer assume that the business view is close enough to my accountant view that I see. So I will have to clarify that with people going forward. It's going to be a little bit of a change to remember that. And this is actually putting up a larger barrier to communicating with clients. And that pretty much was my stance when they first unveiled the business view way back in early 2020. So, if you're talking about QBO with someone and you don't know where this other person is talking about in the books, make sure you guys are looking at the same view first. It'll start to knock down that barrier in communication that Intuit seems to want to put up. If you have any comments or questions, please post below. I hope this helps you guys out. Thanks so much for watching.